Easy job turned into nothing. Why? It's a vauxhall. Whoa mate, whoa mate. This kid owes me a t-shirt. Owes me a fucking t-shirt, this lad.
I was an ordinary boy.
Alright lads, that knocking that I told you about in the last video on my suspension, the squeaking, is still there, and I can't get rid of it. And I don't know where it's coming from. I put a video on Instagram. Alright lads, I'm getting a lot of play from my left side suspension coilover. It's like squeaking, and when I go around corners it's like knocking a bit. I'm going to get it off tomorrow and have a look, but I'm going to show you the noise it's making. You hear that squeaking? I'm going to get it off tomorrow, as I said, but if anyone can give me a point and direction of what you think it might be. It might be the top nut not tight enough, it might be my drop links, but if anyone knows, or if anyone give me some sort of information of where to look, that'd be great. And I got a couple of people messaging me saying it could be the drop link, or it could be the top nuts loose, and stuff along the lines that I thought it would be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the whole strut off today, try to figure out where the squeak is coming from. I fucking swear this car spends more time in the air than it does on the floor. It's not your fault, Starla. Well, it kind of is your fucking fault, Starla, but I still love you anyway, you little bitch. At least I've remembered to loosen the wheel nuts while the car's still on the floor. It's an alright start, to be honest. It's an alright start. I've not got my green jacket on today, lads, sorry. So my plan, really, is just to completely reassemble it. Put it on like I would do the first time. I'm going to take everything off, put it back together just how I would do. Happening. There's a lot of play in this, especially at the top end. That just looks to me like the top nut isn't tight enough. So I think I'm going to start with the top nut, but I'm going to get everything off first. This is what my life consists of, lads. Never having a fucking minute to anything, so I've got to eat halfway through and do my jobs outside. I'm telling you. Fucking telling you. Right, back at it. There's nothing I can physically see wrong on the strut. The only thing was that this boot here, it was really tight against that, so far that it was pulling this off the bottom of the strut. And when that bounces, that makes a squeaky noise when it's going at the top of that. So that's probably, might be it. So that needs to be down at the bottom. What's happened is this has grabbed hold of this and it's been pulling it up, and it was up there. And that's what sounds like the noises, to be perfectly honest with you. Now I don't know whether to cut this down a little bit, so it's not so tight at the bottom. Maybe just cut the bottom ring off. Because see, that's grabbing against that and that's pulling it up like that. That's what's happening. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I think I'm going to cut this bottom sleeve off the CV boot there. Well, not CV boot, but the boot there. And I think that will help it. Or maybe just even that, just relieve a little bit, just a little slit, just to relieve a bit of the pressure. No, I think I'm gonna rip the bottom bit off, I think. Got a lot more, it's a lot freer there now. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to try and get the spring compressors on here and tighten that top nut down a little bit further, just so I know, peace of mind, while it's here, I've done everything. Because there's no way I can get the spring compressors on. Because if I go to middle springs, it loosens all the way and it won't be able to tighten. And if I can't go to the outer springs, because the spring in the middle is stopping it. Spring in the middle is stopping it from grabbing to the next spring. So as you see, so there's no way I can do that really. I'm gonna get it back in the car and see if that's helped a lot. Right, the strut's back on. I'm gonna put the wheel on, and first of all, I'm gonna press down, see if the squeaking stop. Then we're gonna take it for a drive. I'm just glad I know how to do this now, because I don't know how many times I do it with my fucking eyes closed, and all the bolts are loose. So it's good news. Squeaking stop. Let's take it for a drive. Right, lads. Definitely helped. I can barely hear it. I can hear a little tiny bit. I think that's just me overthinking it really, and I think it's always been there. But the creaking stop, the squeaking stop, it's a tiny little bit. I'm still gonna get some silicone lubricant spray on the rubber, and hopefully it'll like repurpose the rubber, because I'm pretty sure that's what the silicone does, because it's hydrophobic as well. I mean, when it gets wet, it won't wash off. So I'm going to spray that on all the bushings. I'm going to spray it down the strut, on the top mount bushing, the drop link bushing. I'm just going to soak it all in some silicone really. Hopefully that'll lubricate it and completely get rid of it. Who would have fucking guessed? We've got a vauxhall on the drive again. It's not going to be very fun. He wants to raise his coilovers. Why do you want to raise them?
Knocking. Too much knocking.
Too much. I mean, I'm actually intrigued to see what yours sit like compared to mine, because yours... Are they as low as they go?
I've got about 15mm.
Fucking hell. Mine gets nowhere near that. Jealous. But...
if you want to put my drop links in, if you can.
Fuck that, lad. I don't know, we'll see what they're held on by. We'll have a look. So it's a point down for Vauxhall not having a fucking little jacking point cover. Gotta use a scissor jack. And then we're gonna have to chuck it. Oh.
The neons are still on as well.
Hardly, I can see them fucking falling off through there. We're gonna fuse them as well. Because this tithead puts underglows in his car and then puts it straight to battery and don't fuse it. So for the sake of his life, I'm gonna fuse it for him. It's about 2 fucking hours. We've finally got the fronts to a point where we kind of want them. But because Vauxhall likes to use shitty little bolts, we've not got an E-socket. So I've got a way that we can get the springs out without taking the strut off. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it does fucking work. I'm trying to get the springs off, and they've got a little bit of play. I mean, but we need to put the adjusters back in. So I'm just going to try and compress the spring when it's on the car. Hopefully then we can just pull it off, put the adjuster back on, put it back on, loosen the spring compressors, and it'll jump back in. Hopefully. So we've got the spring off, put the adjuster back on. We're going to tighten it all the way, and then worry about getting them off once we've got them on the car. Hopefully we can still get the spring on, we're not fucked up, but my plan didn't work. With the spring compressor, we just don't have enough room. We need to get the wheel off, but my 17mm fucking socket is rounded off because these bolts are pissing me off, and we can't get one bolt off on that side, so we can't get the wheel off. So we can't even attempt to get the bottom strut off. It's an E7, it's an E16 or E18 socket, but I think we could use a 15mm just to break it loose, 15mm normal socket, but we can't get the fucking wheels off. And it's getting on my fucking nerves, and this is exactly why I got rid of my fucking Astra. Fucking coilovers, mate. We're on our way to get an E18 socket now, and another 17mm because mine's rounded off. Fucking hell. Easy job turned into nothing. Why? Because it's a Vauxhall. Last minute fucking ditch attempt. We got some sockets. Hopefully the right ones, but this is the last thing we're doing now, I'm afraid. He only had an E20 and a 3/8, which means we need a step up. But because Vauxhall likes to put stupid shit on different places, we had nowhere enough room to get a breaker bar in there. Now luckily, Dan's Astra isn't as fucked as my Astra, so we had this, a universal joint, and it just gave us enough wiggle room, and luckily it weren't as tight as mine, and it's come loose. But we're only halfway there, Dan, so don't get too excited, lad. And we're off. You want to do the honours of jacking that down, mate? Just loose it. Just get it loose. Get it fucking loose. Get this fucking day over with.
Dropping it down?
Yeah, just drop it. Get these fucking things. Oh, I'm gonna drop down a bit low actually.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Be alright. Yeah, we did drop that a little bit quick, but In my experience, they don't drop all the way down to the floor, but oh, whatever. That's why you have the that's why you have the metal things on the brakes. It'll be all right. Get them adjusters on, lad. Get them on. Put them all the way down, then just leave them, or I think it'll be good enough. Other way, probably. Yeah. I think it'll be good enough. Whoops. It'll be all right. We'll knock them back out. You have to jack that back up though.
Yeah.
Right, bang them in, and then we'll help each other. I'll jack while you guide. All right.
Yeah.
Right, I'll jack. Fixing Vauxhall's mistakes for them. Yeah. Oh, fucking had enough of me. Let them do the rest. Woo! How good does it feel to accomplish it though, mate? Feels very good. I'm going to enjoy my tea tonight. I'm going to enjoy a brew. I've earned it working with a Vauxhall. Whoa, mate. Whoa, mate. This kid owes me a t-shirt. Owes me a fucking t-shirt, this lad. Dickhead had his neons white his battery. Have I said this? So we're going to save his life. I've not got a piggyback, but we're going to put it into a 10 amp fuse on the leg, because he's going to fucking kill him. He's absolutely shitting. So I've just put it to a 10 amp fuse there, because it's going straight to the battery. It's not fused at all, but at least then if it does go, it'll blow his. We put it in the washer jets that's in his tailgate. So. And I couldn't find a better ground, so I've left it there like that. And they're working. So cool, mate. Try your washer jets as well, just to make sure. They are sorted. What are you so scared for, lad?
I am scared.
I've cut myself, I don't know how though. On nothing, might have been the wire. My sight. Get that Vauxhall out my fucking drive. Go on, get gone. Get gone, you little piece of shit. That's right, fuck off. Yeah. You're not welcome here, mate. Go on. No Vauxhalls allowed. Right, see you in a bit, lad.
I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules.